so we're gonna get ready with the tools that we need to bring mulch to the trees. I'm bringing a machete. Show 'em. Bringing a machete and a machete sharpener. This is the best tool to have on a farm. This is like my favorite tool ever. It can even chop a rooster if he starts acting up. Just kidding.
Watch the PETA people be like, I'm unsubscribing now.
I'm just kidding. I don't eat my roosters if they act up. Alright, so yes, we go this way. No, I need to get my fork, my pitchfork.
Are you gonna start an angry mob?
Yeah. No, this is wrong. It's this one. Okay. Do I look dangerous right now?
You look like a medieval gangster. Why are you wearing the long sleeve shirt? Because it's hot out.
To protect my skin from the sun. Yeah, so that's what we do in Florida. 95 degrees. We wear long sleeves, gloves, long pants, and everything. Oh, in case too, yeah, protect yourself from the sun, and in case there's a snake or a bug or something that wants to bite you, at least it can bite your clothes first.
I don't have that same kind of idea.
What?
I'm just wearing normal shirt.
Well, because you're not really gonna be doing the work, so it's okay. So yeah, this is the mulch pile.
And your wheelbarrow.
Yeah, and so we got this mulch pile because there were people working for the power company, power lines, they were cutting the trees, and we just went to them and said, hey, what are you guys doing with all that mulch? Can you dump it in our yard? And they were like, yeah. And so free mulch. It's good for us and good for them because then they don't have to pay to dump it somewhere. We'll take it all.
Is there anything specific about this type of mulch, or like is it all kind of the same thing?
I mean,
because I've seen like around trees where it's like red and it looks kind of like fancy.
Oh,
but
yeah,
I'm not sure if that's just decorative or not.
That is just decorative. Those are for fancy people. We're real farmers, not just landscapers.
Landscapers.
Yeah.
It's like calling a plastic surgeon a fucking real doctor.
At first, I was trying to use a pointed shovel to scoop this into here, and I was having a real hard time. And then I was like, oh yeah, a pitchfork, that'll work a lot better. Okay, now we can travel to where the trees are.
Did you plant this one?
No, the birds planted it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just spread this mulch around the base of the tree. Not letting it touch the trunk of the tree though, because if it touches the trunk, if you pile it up around the trunk too much, it'll rot out. It'll rot the trunk out because it'll be wet all the time. And you don't want that. So you have to go.
What's the difference between using this mulch and just putting extra soil around it?
Well, the soil in Florida is really not that great, so it doesn't have a lot of nutrients in it, but adding all this organic material, this will all break down and basically fertilize the tree, and also it helps keep it moist, like for those dry days when you don't feel like watering or it doesn't rain. This will hold a lot of moisture and helps me to do less work. So I don't have to fertilize, I don't have to water.
What kind of tree is this?
This is a Soursop Tree, or Guanabana tree in Spanish. And I've never actually got to try one yet, but hopefully someday I will. A couple more years from now.
How old is this?
This
one?
tree, I don't know how old it is because I didn't start growing it myself. I bought it from a farm, but it's been planted in this spot for maybe, I don't want to say 5 months, 4 months maybe.
Looks pretty healthy.
Yeah. I don't especially love all this good stuff that we're adding to it. And I'm not poisoning the ground with chemicals, which is another benefit of mulch. I'm going to do the same to this tree. This is a Barbados cherry tree. And it blooms little purple flowers and then grows these like little red, they're like tropical cherries. They're very, very delicious. And I learned to be very careful with my back because
You're supposed to lift with your lower back in a fast twisting motion, right?
when I first started doing all of this, I really hurt myself because I didn't realize the proper way to lift things. And I was constantly bending, lifting, twisting, and I just fucked myself up.
You can hear the chickens.
But yeah, I've been working on these trees for a few days now. I just do a couple trees a day because it's a lot of fucking work when it's 95 degrees outside to fucking be carrying mulch, shoveling mulch all around the yard. And that's the lesson for today.